right, friends, we're going to do this fun holiday card with just 3 pencils. Let's get started. Hello and welcome to Deliberately Creative. I'm Stephanie and we are here with this fun little Christmas card. Or winter card, Yule card, any of the things that would be great for a wintertime scene. This tree was done with just 3 colors and the toned paper. I really, really like it. We're using the Strathmore toned paper cards. They're already pre-folded. They come with envelopes. Makes it nice for the holiday season. I have a mechanical pencil. This is just a Zebra Tech 2-way. It's the 07. It's got HB lead. Any pencil will do. Keep our reference right here with us. We have 3 colors of colored pencil. We have the peacock green, the white, and the Mediterranean blue. And that's all I have. So we're going to just jump in here. I'm looking at this guy, and I do want to put a few guides in it. This is a really simple card, and because we're not going to be doing super heavy layers, it's going to be done really quick. So I am going to go across and just give myself a sloping line for my horizon. It's not really, it's not the straight line horizon. That's a little farther back, but we're not seeing it. Then I want to put in my tree, and I see that my tree comes down below my little hill, and this is kind of where the bottom of that tree is. I am going to keep it a little bit off center. And let's see here. I'm just going to quickly put in a little outline of my tiers. It's kind of like a layer cake, right? That's sort of how the boughs work. And I'm not too particular. This is a tree out in that field, probably the last tree standing. That last little Christmas tree. What was it? There's a cartoon, I think, about the last tree wants to become a Christmas tree. I think that's what it is. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. There's going to be some shadow of blue coming around the base of the tree in the snow, and then just a little zigzag. And that's all I need to put in here. The bokeh is just going to be figured out as we go. I want to, since I went a little bit wider on the side of the tree here, I want to get the top a little bit more. Just a little bit more. That's all. You can do your tree however you want. I gave it some soft little jig-jags going on in here, but I do have quite a bit of graphite up here at the top, so I'm going to take a kneaded eraser and I'm just going to tap it on, take that line out of the middle of the tree. See how quickly that went in? Let's go ahead and take our white, and the white is what I'm using to outline with, because I'm saying that this little guy, has a bit of a glow to him. So I'm just going to go. Whoa, I am pressing really hard. I need to not press so hard. But we're just using this and softly sketching over my pencil lines. And I'm not going to color the whole tree in white. There's going to be areas where I want that soft shadow to happen, and that's up underneath the edges of these little boughs. So maybe just on these little bits that are on the inside of the tree, I'm going to go a little bit harder, but I'm not really doing a hard outline. I don't know how to describe it. It's like I'm pushing the pencil in, but I'm not getting up on the tip of the pencil. Let's zoom in just a little bit. There we go. I'm not getting up on the tip of the pencil. The tip of the pencil, I would be getting this really hard, scratchy line that I wouldn't be able to blend. You'll always see that hard line. So I want to keep it soft. If you were coloring in with colored crayon, it would be like doing that soft coloring with a crayon almost. In some places of the world, colored pencils are called crayon pencils. And I think that's just because they're colored in a stick. Your trees don't have to make complete sense to anyone else, but it should make sense to you. And yeah, I can see the colored the pencil line through this. I'm fine with that. It's going to give me some places where I can add a little bit of shadow. It will help define the edges on the inside of the tree. But this tree is super easy. And it's something, if you got a whole bunch of trees drawn out and hand some crayons or colored pencils to the kids, or if you want to do a whole bunch of cards for family and friends, and you grab your colored pencils and a nice cup of tea or cocoa or coffee and turn on the Christmas music or the holiday tunes that you like, holiday shows, if you're one of those folks that says Die Hard is a Christmas movie, or if you're one of those folks that absolutely has to watch It's a Wonderful Life every single year, this is a really good project to pull out and just set in your lap. Grab a big book and use that as your drawing table. And a handful of these cards, just start. You can make your own little production line. You could draw all of the trees first, and then just start picking up cards and doing your coloring. Now I'm going to take the peacock green and I'm going to go up lightly. I'm not pressing hard. I'm allowing it to go into some of the white. Some of the brown is still showing. This is a really quick technique. I am going with the way the tree grows. So the branches are coming from a trunk, they're coming towards you, they're going out away on the sides. The snow slides down towards the tips on this sort of a tree because this layer above is blocking the snow from getting all the way next to the trunk. Trees are amazing. They have this wonderful survival mechanism built in, which protects the trunk. That's what all these branches are doing. They're protecting the trunk. I'm going to say that some of that snow has fallen off the branches, sticking in a few spots. I did this original card I did at a First Friday event where a bunch of us artists at the Kinship Collective in downtown Vancouver at the Kindred Homestead Supply. They're not sponsoring this, guys. This is just telling you where it was. And this was my first card that I had done of the night. I was there with a bunch of friends that I've made at the collective. It's a like a Rent-A-Desk studio space. And some of us, like me, are drop-in users. So we buy punch cards and we can come in when we have the time to come in, and we don't have to worry about if we're paying rent on a desk and then not being able to get in. So it makes it really nice. But this is what I was working on, and I had brought in a bunch of pre-drawn ornament circles so that, because we were having a card making opportunity for the public, come in and make a holiday card or a card for whatever, somebody was making an anniversary card. And I brought the copy of this one with me, the Cute and Creative hand-drawn ornaments. This is the printable version of it. And I just had these samples, and people were looking at them and going, oh, I know what I can do, and just having a really good time. So if you're interested, this 31 Cute and Creative hand-drawn winter ornaments print in color is available on my Teespring shop. And if you look at there's like a little tray either to the side or below the video, you can just click on it and go right to Teespring, buy it and print it off, and you have it right now. If you want the printed version, I also have a printed book that's available on Amazon. And they're pretty fast about getting these out. You could still get this printed and have it available as idea starters for getting your cards going. Those designs make great cards. They make great tags, holiday tags. And I am just putting this green right over the brown and tucking it up underneath the edges of those boughs. I'm letting it go a little bit darker, but I'm not pushing hard. Go. So darker right up under the edge of those little boughs. And just in a few random spots, I'm putting quick little flick. See how that's making it feel like those have a bit more substance? But I'm not coloring it in this way totally. I'm just putting a few here and there. Gives it that sort of retro winter tree feel. I'm really into the retro stuff this year. My friend Cinnamon Cooney, the art Sherpa, is really doing some beautiful retro things this year on her channel with her acrylic painting. So I've been working at being very careful to do my own style of things so as not to look like I'm just jumping on and copying anybody. But I'd already planned out a few of these retro style, very simple, fun paintings. Now I'm going to take this soft blue and just put a little bit of some shadow along the edge in just a few spots. It just gives a little more variety. It's not being placed in any particular way, really. If you look at this, I'm looking at the brown that's popping through and going, ooh, that's a good spot for some blue. Give you a little bit more of that snowy feeling. Now I want to go in and take a bit of this white, just out here at the tips, working it back up just a little bit, not too hard, but I just want to get a little bit of that worked up into the green. See? Just a little, not too hard. It's just giving it more of that winter tree, like the branches are being pulled down a little bit, but not too much, because I want to be able to put the fun bokeh snowballs on. I want to break up some of these little boughs. The way they come up. I want that one there. There we go. Break this one right here. That one can break right there a little bit. Because they are separated, you know, they're not all one branch going across. Each tier is multiple branches. I like that. Okay. That's making me happier. It just felt a little bit too all joined together. So I wanted to break it apart a little bit. Give it a little bit of room. Make it really dark right up inside there. And then pull it out softer. You get softer as you come forward. And then it goes right out into the snow, but right in under the edge. Right in under the edge. I'm going to say that it might just be right above the ground, just digging into the snow a little bit. It's been sliding off. All right. We're going to get this shadowy bit put in. And this is just very, very simple. Basically just like a letter S. Not anything not anything too big and, you know, detailed. This is just a general, get a little bit of a highlight in here. I need to sharpen my pencil. And then we're going to get the bokeh on. The bokeh is so fun. Now, I drew it freehand on this card. I drew my circles freehand. And you can do that. I'll show you. You can draw freehand circles. They don't have to be perfect. So I say there's a circle right here. Very light. Keep them light, because if you want to be able to overlay another circle over it, you want to be able to have a harder line on the one that's in front. And if you go too hard on the one that's in back, you won't be able to get it to show up. You won't be able to get the one in front to show up. See? They're not perfect circles. They don't have to be. Nice thing about it is if you go softly in circles, you'll be fine. So soft in a circle. But if you want to, you can use a circle template. So I will grab a circle template here. I'm going to put this one in nice and soft first, though. Softly, softly, round and round and round and round, coming to the center. Now these bokeh dots, they can be the reflection of the lights in the area. They can be the blurred out snowflakes falling. You know, those big angel feathers, your snowflakes could be falling and nice and big. But let's see here. Oh, well, I'll do one by hand first of the big bokeh dot. Right there. So you see this one right here? I'm doing really hard line right over the tree. And I'm letting the color smear. Look at that. By taking this and having it near the area where it's really dark, that dot is showing up over the top of the tree. So now I'm going to grab my circle template. So this one right here. And it's going to be right down here in front. And I'm going to draw my circle. And then I'm going to color my circle with the template still in place. Now, I tend to get a much heavier application of colored pencil when I use a template than when I'm doing by hand. But there, you've got the circle that was done by hand and the circle that was done with the template. Both are good, but I do tend to get a little bit smoother application. The thing that I want you to see is that you get that nice dark ring so that it really looks like it's in front. Let's do another one right here. And I think it's going to be a little bit smaller. So I'm just grabbing the template. I don't know what sizes I'm doing here. I'm just grabbing the template. And I'm going around and around so that over the top of the tree area really gets a good application. And by leaving the template in place, I don't have to worry about if I'm going out of the lines. It's a movable mask. So look at that. I think maybe we want another little one. I kind of like how these dots were overlapping a little bit. So I'm going to go ahead and put a little one maybe on that side of it, right here. And then I work towards the center. There we go. Boom. I love this. Oh, this is so much fun. I could just keep doing these dots all over the place. But look how magical that's looking. The magical effect of the bokeh dots. Look at this. We got it all done. Simple techniques. Beginners can do this. It's just a little bit of coloring, and it was a very simple tree. So we drew the tree with a pencil. Then we outlined everything with the white. Then we went in with the green and did the shadows underneath of the branches. We did the blue as shadows in the snow. We used the white pencil to draw on the bokeh dots. And the coloring inside of those bokeh dots is just from the artwork that's in the background. How easy is that? I hope that you try this. If you do, make sure that you tag me at Deliberately Creative and share your artwork with me. Make a pile of these. Like I said, get them ready. Turn on a holiday show of your choice. Enjoy some time being creative. Remember, go out and do something creative. Take care of yourself so you can take care of those around you. I want to see you back here again really soon. Bye-bye.